If you guys are not aware, Splitgate 2 CEO has officially apologized for the SGF controversy, right? So during the Summer Games Fest, the Splitgate 2 CEO wore this hat. There was essentially a black version of a MAGA hat, and this hat said, "Make FPS great again." And naturally, all the people on the internet had a big problem with this. They melted down over this. They were complaining and pretending like they were offended over this. You even had black girl gamers trying to cancel this guy for wearing this hat. And it was a big problem for everybody who was never going to play his video game anyway. And I want to stress that these are people that were never going to play this video game anyway. Well, after a couple of times, he said that he wasn't going to apologize, and he spent the first 2 times trying to explain to people that it wasn't what you thought it was. It never was what you thought it was. We just simply wanted to do what the hat said, which was make FPS great again. I'm not going to apologize for wanting to do that, right? I feel like it was a pretty straightforward thing. Well, apparently now it seems like he's decided to bend the knee and apologize to I don't even know who, right, at this point. The Splitgate CEO, we have an article here from Insider Gaming. Splitgate CEO apologizes for the Summer Games Fest controversy. Players who tuned in or attended the Summer Games Fest earlier this week may have spotted a peculiar hat on the 1047 Games CEO head during the Splitgate 2 panel. The CEO has just apologized for wearing this hat. Isn't it incredible that a hat has this much power over people? And mind you, it wasn't even a red hat. It wasn't even a MAGA hat. It was simply a black hat that was making fun of the phrase "Make America Great Again" by putting "Make FPS Great Again" in its place. It's not even remotely the same thing, but it was enough for people to want to get fake offended over and lose their mind over it. So now at this point, now you have people who are upset at the fact that he is now apologizing because now they're viewing it as he is bending the knee, which is a major problem, right? Nobody wants to see someone bend the knee to the mob because that usually never means anything good for the overall conversation, whether it's with their video game or whether it's with the studio or just in general. And he keeps swearing up and down that this is not a political statement. But then he also admits in a video that he knew what he was doing, which is counterproductive to what you're trying to say. 1040 Games CEO Ian, I can't say his last name, has posted a new video on the official Splitgate 2 X account, formerly Twitter, explaining and apologizing for the hat that he wore during Summer Games Fest. For those wondering, his hat said, "Make FPS great again." So let's watch this video and see exactly what is going down with it. I have to open up a separate screen in order for this to work. So let me do that really fast. I'm going to open up a separate screen, and that way we can hear exactly what he had to say with all of this nonsense. Let's check this out and let's press play. Here we go.
Hey guys, it's Ian. You're probably tired of seeing my face by now, but I promise this message is going to be a little bit different than the previous ones. So I've got a lot of questions about what's up with the hat, why'd you wear it, what was the intent, and I want to start by explaining myself. It is really freaking hard as an independent studio to break through the noise. You go to these award shows. We saw it at TGA's. We had this great trailer. And
I want you guys to listen very carefully to what he is saying, because it's going to showcase and prove that he knew exactly what he was doing with this hat, and he cannot play stupid with this hat. He knew that it was going to cause controversy. He knew that people were going to get offended over it. So why are you then apologizing for something that you knew was going to happen? It's insane. But anyway, let's continue.
And there's 50 other great trailers and didn't really have an impact. And so at our biggest stage, coming out of beta, we needed something to grab attention. And the honest truth is we tried to think of something, and this is what we came up with. We did not intend for this to be.
So their idea of grabbing attention for the show was to make a hat that was essentially a offset MAGA hat, and they were thinking that was going to grab attention. Well, congratulations. It grabbed the attention of people that were never going to play your game anyway, and now you're bending the knee to these people, but whatever, anyway.
In any political way whatsoever. And I'm not an idiot. Like, obviously, I knew there would be some...
Oh, no, I firmly believe you're an idiot. I firmly believe you're an idiot, because if you did this knowing exactly what was going to happen and you are choosing to apologize for what you knew was going to come from it, it's kind of stupid.
Level of controversy. But we really saw this as a meme that was kind of stating our truth, which is we do want to improve this genre. We are disappointed with the state of the genre. And so we took it as a meme that we thought would not be nearly as received the way it was, negatively received as the way it was. And so I want to apologize. And genuinely,
oh my God,
you can pretend, you don't have to believe me. But the truth is I am sorry. And the reason I'm sorry is because...
And keep in mind, all of this is over a freaking hat, my guy. All of this is over a hat. You mean to seriously sit there and tell me that you filmed a 2-minute and 55-second video apologizing for wearing a hat on your head? This is wild. This is wild to me. What are you doing? Like, why are you giving people this level of control and power over you? It is insane to me. I will never understand
because of what this has done to the community. The most important thing to me right now is I want to have an amazing community. That is the reason that I built 1047. That's the reason I love my job, is because I wake up every day. I have friends in the community, Mikavelli, Tovar, all these great people who I play games with, who I get their feedback, I talk to them. I mean, these are the people who got us through the dark times. And I hate seeing division. And that's what I'm seeing right now on both sides. There's division.
So really quick, he's saying that he hates seeing division. Don't you find that odd that somebody who openly admitted at the beginning of the video that he knew that the hat was going to cause controversy is also now trying to say that he hates to see division? You clearly knew what was going to happen when you wore a hat that was using the MAGA phrase. You knew what was going to happen. These weak people that are online getting fake offended over your hat were going to make this into a big deal. You knew this. You knew it was going to cause division, and now you're apologizing and saying you're sorry for causing division. This, like, none of this makes sense, bro. None of this makes sense.
Community, and for that, I am truly sorry. And again, I'll reiterate, I do stand by the intent of this, is the intent truly is, take it at face value. We do want to improve this genre. We do feel that the genre is in a bad state, and we want to make FPS games as amazing as possible. But I also understand that it's not just about intent, it's about impact. And the platform that we have had has had a negative impact, and for that, I'm truly sorry. Yeah.
A black hat has had negative impact on the entire genre. Imagine giving a piece of clothing that much power where it can supposedly ruin the entire genre of FPSs. Are you serious right now?
I mean, I wish things were different, and I appreciate all the feedback. That's all I got, guys, but I wanted to put this out there. And I hope you'll stick with us. I hope you'll keep the feedback coming. For now, we're just going to go back to listening and focusing on the game and nothing else.
I honestly, I seriously cannot believe that this is even a thing. I can't believe this is a thing. I can't believe that we are here, because here's the simple truth, right, about Splitgate 2. So Splitgate 2, there's another article here from Insider Gaming. Splitgate 2 has actually more than tripled its player base since open beta. Now, this happened after the FPS hat controversy. So it almost makes you wonder, did the hat have a negative effect or did it have a positive effect? Because now whatever positive effect that was behind your game, that was supporting your game, well, that's just going to go away now at this point, because now you're making a scenario with the people who might have supported you because you were using a phrase that was essentially, you know, just make FPS great again. Now they're going to look at you like you're apologizing to who exactly? Who exactly is angry over you wearing this hat? Are they even in the room right now? Are they even playing your game right now? Who is angry? So now at this point, I would be very curious to see what happens to the numbers, because at this point, I know he's getting cooked online. People are clearly not happy at all that he apologized, and this is just one random big-time mess-up that he's going to have to deal with. And I honestly cannot remotely feel sorry for him, because he said in the beginning that he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. He knew absolutely what he was doing when he put on the hat. And there should be nothing wrong with wearing that hat. It is a hat. It is a hat, bro. Like, you're giving this much power over a hat for people. It's insane. So then he apologized overall, and he reiterated that this intention was just to be a meme at face value. And that is literally it. Well, if that was the case, if that was the intention, you just gave that meme all the power in the world to ruin you, your brand, your game, your company. Now they have you. Now they realize that they have you. The power over you is complete. Now, the moment you do anything stupid, the moment you step out of line even once, that is it. You cannot do anything ever again. They have complete control over you. So I hope you get used to apologizing. I hope you get used to bending the knee. And I hope you get used to these people controlling every move you make and never playing your game while they do it, because they're not playing your game right now, and they damn sure are not going to be playing your game a month from now, 5 months from now, or even 12 months from now. They're not going to. The people that were going to play that game were the ones who thought that the hat that you wore was funny, and, you know, some even probably thought it was based, right? But at this point, you can kiss their asses goodbye. So anyway, if you're watching this video, thank you so much for watching the video. I appreciate you. Click the like button, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one.